The city, a labyrinth of shadows and light, was a playground for the rich and a purgatory for the poor. It was a place where opulence and despair danced in a delicate balance, a setting ripe for intrigue and betrayal. Detective Alex Kane knew these streets well, the dark alleys and the neon-lit avenues, each whispering secrets of the city's true nature. He was a man who walked the line between the law and the heart, his rugged appearance and piercing gaze a testament to the battles he'd fought, both in the outside world and within himself. The recent murders amongst the city's elite had sent ripples of fear through the mansions and exclusive clubs that dotted the landscape. The victims were found in their homes, their lives extinguished by what appeared to be the work of highly skilled assassins. The city buzzed with rumors of ninja vigilantes, a whisper in the dark that was as thrilling as it was terrifying. It was into this maelstrom that Alex was drawn, tasked with unraveling the mystery that threatened to tear the city apart. As Alex delved into the investigation, his path crossed with Veronica Sinclair, a name that was synonymous with wealth and power. Veronica was elegance personified, a woman whose flawless appearance belied the steel that lay beneath. Her connection to the victims was a tangled web that Alex was determined to unravel. But Veronica was a woman of secrets, and with each layer that Alex peeled back, he found himself drawn into a world he had never known existed. It was during one of his stakeouts that Alex first encountered Master Hikari. The vigilante's movements were a blur, a shadow that slipped through the night with lethal grace. Their confrontation was brief, a clash of wills and skills that left Alex with more questions than answers. Yet, in that fleeting encounter, he saw a glimpse of something that shook his convictions, a sense of justice that transcended the law he had sworn to uphold. As the body count rose, the city teetered on the brink of chaos. The elite were no longer untouchable, their sins laid bare by the actions of the vigilantes. Alex's investigation took him into the underbelly of the city, where the contrast between the haves and the have-nots was stark and unforgiving. It was there that he began to understand the motivations behind the vigilantes' actions, a desire to balance scales that had been tipped in favor of the wealthy for far too long. The climax of Alex's journey came unexpectedly, in the aftermath of another life taken. In the silence that followed the chaos, he confronted Veronica, the pieces of the puzzle finally falling into place. The revelation that she was Master Hikari, the architect of the vigilantes' crusade, struck Alex like a physical blow. The woman he had come to admire, whose cause he had begun to sympathize with, was the same person he had been hunting all along. Veronica's confession laid bare the depth of her deception and the reasons behind it. She spoke of a past marred by injustice, of a system that favored the wealthy and crushed the poor beneath its heel. Her transformation into Master Hikari was born of a desire for revenge, a way to avenge those who had suffered at the hands of the elite. Her words resonated with Alex, forcing him to confront his own beliefs and the line between justice and the law. The showdown that followed was inevitable, a confrontation between duty and conviction. Alex found himself torn, caught between the oath he had taken as a detective and the justice that Veronica sought. It was a battle that raged within him, a struggle that was as much about his own redemption as it was about the fate of the city. In the end, Alex made a choice, one that would forever alter the course of his life and the lives of those around him. He chose to stand with Veronica, to embrace the cause of the vigilantes and seek a justice that went beyond the confines of the law. Together, they faced the repercussions of their actions, a united front against a system that had failed too many. As the dust settled, the city found itself changed, its shadows a little less dark, its light a little more hopeful. Alex and Veronica's alliance had exposed the corruption that lay at the heart of the elite, sparking a movement that sought to bridge the gap between the wealthy and the poor. Though the path ahead was fraught with challenges, they walked it together, a detective and a vigilante, united in their quest for justice. In the world of shadows and light, Alex Kane had found his purpose, a cause worth fighting for. The city, with all its contradictions and complexities, was a reflection of the human condition, a reminder that the line between right and wrong was often blurred. In the end, it was not about the law or the rules, but about the choices we make and the legacy we leave behind.